Joining us right now is former member of the House Intel Committee, New York Congressman Peter King. Good to see you, Congressman. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you very much.
So your reaction, the president says this wall is being built as we speak.
Yeah, listen, to me, the president has the absolute legal right to do this. He was given the right by Congress. I believe he also has it under the Constitution. This is a matter of national security, national defense. Certainly as commander-in-chief, he has far more control over the military than the Congress does, so I think he's doing exactly the right thing. I also think, though, it is time to try to find some kind of a consensus rather than get blocked down in this. The president should be able to go ahead with the wall. But for instance, Congressman Tom Suozzi and I have come up with legislation which would appropriate sufficient money for border barriers, but also provide a pathway to citizenship for Dreamers and TPS to get this started. Because right now we're just locked in this incredible logjam. And again, we need border security, but we should also do something for those people that are here and are law-abiding. And certainly with TPS, they were invited into the country. So I think there is a time maybe to work something out here.
Congressman, good morning. I think the country would really applaud a fix, a solution to our long-term problem with border security and with all of our immigration policies. Do you think there's any appetite from Democrat colleagues of yours to actually talk about a solution?
Well, I give, again, Tom Suozzi is a New York colleague of mine. I've known Tom for a number of years. We're on opposite sides of the fence. He's a strong Democrat. But he and I believe that we do need border security, but also we have to do something about the Dreamers that have been here. They're innocent people. TPS, they're innocent people. They're here. And that we can start with that. Start with that. And the president has said that he thought something should be done with the Dreamers. Most Democrats are saying that all they want to do is take care of the Dreamers and others, not have a wall. Too many Republicans just want to have the wall and not consider the Dreamers. We have to do both. And this is not opening the floodgates. It's not giving amnesty. We're talking about a limited group of people here, and I think we should do it. And that would be a good way to get started.
And the president feels like he does have some support on the left for that policy as well as an infrastructure plan. But I'm wondering if this most recent victory that the president's had after the Mueller report findings is going to change the sentiment of your colleagues on the left, that maybe they will want to work with the president or at least make the American people believe that they are. Because now people are wondering how far up the chain all of these lies went. And they want answers from President Obama, frankly, Congressman. In the wake of the special counsel's investigation, the Wall Street Journal assistant editorial page editor James Freeman writes an editorial this morning titled this: Mueller and the Obama Accounting. If Mr. Obama never bought into the collusion conspiracy theory, he writes, then the question is why he endorsed or allowed the use of federal surveillance tools against the party out of power, a direct threat to the democratic process that is at the heart of our country's greatness. It continues with this: the absolute bare minimum that Mr. Obama owes this country is an explanation of the actions of his government in spying on a presidential campaign. How far up the ladder, how far up the chain do you think it goes? Because we know that officially now that it was all one big lie about Donald Trump and colluding with the Russians.
And this isn't the usual political lie. We're not talking about a budget. We're not talking about taxes. We're not talking about a particular project. We're talking about accusing the incoming president of the United States and now the current president basically being a traitor. And this had to start very close to the top. I think John Brennan was disgraced. He was the head of the CIA. He was constantly in contact with President Obama. I see Brennan being behind this very much. I've said today I think he should give back his pension. Everything he said has been an absolute disgrace to his office. You have the president. You have Comey, who knew that the dossier was undocumented, and yet they went ahead with the FISA report. The top levels of the FBI, McCabe, Page, Strzok, all of them, they are implicit in this. Clapper. I mean, this came, and then the president, in his last month in office, told the intelligence community to put together a report about the extent of collusion. So, to me, President Obama has to be answerable to this. This should go right up the ladder. I'm much more interested in this than I am in Hillary Clinton. That really is in the past. We can argue about that. And this goes right to the heart, almost an attempted coup of the President of the United States.
That's exactly what it was. It was an attempted coup. You're right.